this way, Quan's got to either try to pull a ball or get a base knock to left field because they'll walk Jose.
Quan trying to go to right center field. It's in the gap. It'll go to the wall. Around third and coming home to score is Rocchio. Into second with an RBI double is Steven Quan, and the Guardians go back in front 5-4.
Well, for Steven Quan, a nice job. Got a man
Bobby
there.
Witt sends one to right field. John Kenzie fighting the sun. Book it. The Guardians come to Kansas City and take the season opener in extra innings by a final score of 7-4. Paul Sewald, in his first appearance with his new club, gets the save here this afternoon.
The kick and delivery. Ramirez with a long drive. Deep right field. Gone for Ramirez. Jose Ramirez has now hit 7 home runs in this ballpark in his last 11 games. A line drive bullet to right. And the Guardians have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Now the 2-2. Swung on and launched. High and deep to right. Is it a multi-homer game? You bet. Out it goes to right field. Home run, Jose Ramirez. And with one swing, this game is tied at 4. Here's Jose Ramirez. Got another crack here to try to hit 3 homers in a game for the second time ever. Swung on and hammered. High, deep to right center. Away, back and gone. And for the second time in his career, Jose Ramirez with a 3-homer game. And the Guardians with an 8-4 lead here in the ninth. And even the late night chill couldn't keep Jose in the ballpark.
Here's the 3-2. The Guardians indeed walk it off in the home opener.
How about that?
1-0 is the final.
And it's just appropriate. There wasn't many hits in the ball game, and you could see it came down to a 3-2 count. He almost hit the home run down the line, but he ends up taking the walk, and little ball wins it today 1-0. How about that?
Hard hit ball up the middle and through, and Steven Quan, for the second game in a row, leads it off for Cleveland by reaching, this time by hit. Quan drives one to deep right field. Slater back. He's out of room. It's out of here. Steven Quan with the Guardians' second 2-run homer of the game. It's his second on the year, and their lead is now 4-1. That's one way to solve your problem of hitting with runners in scoring position. Just hit one out of the park. There's a liner into left field. Here comes John Kenzie Noel. Bo Naylor stops at third. Everybody moves up 90 feet, and it's 5-1 Cleveland as Steven Quan has collected his 3rd hit of the day and his 3rd run batted in. Steven Quan with the squeeze bunt, coming down from third and scoring is Bo Naylor. And the Guardians extend their lead to 6-1.
Give Quan another base knock on the bunt.
4th hit and 4th run batted in.
And the pitcher couldn't do anything. He just decides to hold it. He knew that the Bo was going to score. He's had some kind of day.
Into the motion here it comes. And it's swung on, hit a ton. Deep right field. Ball game. A walk-off solo blast to right for Kyle Manzardo. And the Guardians walk off the Minnesota Twins 2-1.
A Manzo bomb in the bottom of the ninth evens the series at a game apiece.
He had good swings all night long.
He really did.
I mean, and he ended up putting one into the seats for his 8th home run. And that's maybe just what he needed.
Minnesota has the infield in. And Jose Ramirez 0 for 4 today. Smashed into right field. That'll get the tying run home as Jose rounds first base with the RBI single. And now the winning run is aboard.
Jose does what he does. Infield in, he gets the base hit. Now, chance that he could possibly run here in this situation. He's got a bigger lead now.
Here goes Jose. Pitches up and away. And Jose got in there.
On the pitch out, he steals a bag because he had a bigger lead. He knew he wasn't going to throw to first base. So they what do? They pitch out, and he beats the pitch out. That's number 250 for Jose now.
Jose Ramirez is just the 7th player in baseball history to hit at least 250 homers, 250 stolen bases with the same team. If he puts it in play, he's got to run like the wind to get out of the double play. There goes Jose for third. Base hit right field. Here comes Jose. Book it. The Guardians take 3 out of 4 from Minnesota. A hug from Jose, who puts his name in the record books once again here in Cleveland. Angel Martinez delivering the game-winning hit, and the Guardians, after getting shellacked by Minnesota in the series opener, come back to win 3 straight.
2 down. David Fry 0 for 4.
He was waiting for it. He hit it a ton. It is high. It is deep. It is gone. A home run. He got it, and he smoked it, and the Guardians extend their lead to 7-5.
The streak is dead, and they do it against the hottest team in baseball since June 1st.
Cleveland Guardians winning 5 of their last 6 games. They have moved into a tie for 3rd place in the American League Central Division. I think the key right now for the Guardians is to continue to focus on themselves. Pivotal moment, 6th inning. Kyle Manzardo facing the man he was traded for. Manzo got him. That put the Guardians ahead at the time. 4-3 with that 2-out, 3-run homer. Now it's a 5-5 game, 10th inning. New pitcher is left-hander Brandon Eisert. Here's Quan, came with a fastball, and Quan lifts it to right field. Tauchman gathering himself, tagging is Martinez. He's coming home. The throw is cut off, and the Guardians take the lead 6-5. Santana digs it out, and the Guardians hang on for a 6-5 victory, and they take the series, winning 3 out of 4, and they go 6-1 on the road trip on the heels of their 10-game losing streak. A remarkable turnaround for the Guardians, and they will, in fact, take that momentum they were seeking into the All-Star break. And on the other side of the break, what awaits them is a bevy of home games, more than any team in baseball.
Runners at first and second, and Brian Rocchio will back. Doubled his first time up, back in the 3rd, trying that left center gap again. That goes Clark. He'll have to play it off the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes another. Rocchio in at second. 2 RBI double for the Cleveland shortstop. 7-0 now. Good shorter swing, serving him well, and that time he cranks one off the wall for a double. His 9th double, but now with 14 runs batted in. Pair of doubles for Rocchio tonight. Career high 8 1/3 innings for Slade Sakone as he picks up the victory.
Cleveland now continuing its run of late. 3 straight victories, 7 wins in their last 8 games.
Colin Selby will take over.
Guardians have just 2 hits. They both came in the 4th inning and led to their only 2 runs.
That's lined into left field for a base hit. And it'll scoot by Cowser, get all the way to the wall. Naylor loses the helmet as he jogs into scoring position with a 2-out double.
And you got Quan coming up here, a contact guy.
Line drive, base hit center field. Here comes Bo around 3rd. Rugi waves him home. Throw to the plate. Safe. Stephen Quan delivers the tie-breaking 2-out RBI single in the 8th. The Guardians continue their roll. They win for the 11th time in their last 13 games. And they've trimmed the Tigers' lead in the Central Division down to 8 games as Cleveland goes over the 500 mark now to 51-50 on the year.
We go to the 10th in Cleveland.
The sign comes from the Twins dugout. Hosey, take your base.
They're loaded up with 1 out, and Kyle Manzardo bringing a left-on-left matchup to the plate.
Batting nearly .450 the last 10 games. And Kyle Manzardo batting .188 against left-handed pitching. Swung on line drive, base hit to left center, ball game. Kyle Manzardo with a rip job up the alley in left center. Cleveland's 5th walk-off win. Kyle Manzardo delivering the game-winning base hit. It's the 2nd time this year against Minnesota. Manzardo has walked Cleveland off the field with a win over the Twins. 1 month ago to the day, July 6th, Cleveland was 15.5 games behind Detroit. Here we are, August 6th. They're not 15.5 out anymore. They're 7 behind. Even more so from an importance standpoint, Cleveland is now just a game and a half out of the third and final wild card spot. Here's Angel Martinez, now the 1-1. Swung on, hammered deep left field. This ball gone! Angel Martinez with his 10th home run. 3-0 Cleveland. A laser to left. And Martinez continues to thrive when facing left-handed pitching. And the Guardians have shocked Citi Field with home runs the last 2 innings and a 3-0 Cleveland lead, looking for a sweep in Queens. Gavin Williams, no hitter through 7, 97 pitches, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. Swinging a little dribbler to first, even with the bag. Santana glove, steps on the bag, no hitter, stays intact. Gavin Williams 3 outs away.
High fly ball center field. Angel Martinez back on the track at the wall. It's off the fence. And Soto ends the big rigs bid for a no-hitter in the bottom of the ninth. The Guardians are up 4-1. What a job. Gavin Williams. Look at the standing O from the hometown Mets fans. Guardians fans, of course, are thrilled, but that's a great baseball town. Hunter Gaddis now on to pitch.
Swung on, skied in the air to center. This will do it. Martinez is camped under it. Ball game. And the Cleveland Guardians almost got into the history books along with Gavin Williams. But you know what? Their second sweep in the Big Apple in 35 years. Pretty darn good consolation prize, isn't it?
Right field. Myers back, still going back on the track at the wall. It's gone. Jose Ramirez snaps out of it with his 24th home run of the year. A 2-out solo shot in the first to give Cleveland the lead.
I'm not so sure that was even a strike. He went down and hit that ball and dropped the head of the bat right on it, and it carried into the seats.
Drilled to right field. Stowers back. He's out of room. It's out of here. Jose's second home run of the night puts Cleveland back in front 4-3. 25 on the year for Ramirez. Back in the first inning, Kyle Manzardo followed Jose with an opposite field home run to the bleachers and left. 27 multi-homer games.
Tampa on top 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth. 1 down, Nolan Jones the batter.
Long fly ball, deep right field. Mangum back, he's out of room, it's out of here. We're tied at 3.
Got the big curveball, the big breaking ball, and gave it a ride. My goodness. The 4th home run for Jones couldn't have come at a better time. It tied his ball game up.
3-3, bottom of the 10th inning.
You've got Manzardo, could be a hero, but you also have first base open. You just need that runner to touch home.
Line drive, base hit. That will do it. Martinez scores. Book it. The Guardians take the series. Just when it appeared that the season was on the brink of going down the drains, the Guardians somehow pulled themselves up by the bootstraps and win 2 out of 3 against Tampa.
Leadoff man aboard and in scoring position here in the ninth. Rocchio trying to get him to third for the top of the order in Quan. A little blooper to left field, and it will fall. Jones is going to try and score. Here's the throw home. It's by him. He's safe. That's Rocchio at third base. He was obstructed, so he gets third anyway. And now the winning run is at third with nobody out. To center field. This could be interesting. Rodriguez, the catch. Rocchio, the tag. He'll try and score. The throw, the slide. He's safe. A walk-off win for the Guardians. And yes, the comeback hits. Strike again. Cleveland was down 4-0 in this one. They score the final 5 runs, and Stephen Quan gets it done.
The lefty Brandon Eisert, second inning of work. 2-2, bottom of the 7th. Here's Bo Naylor.
Fly ball right field. Is it hit deep enough? Talkman back on the track at the wall. It's gone! Bo Naylor did get it just enough to get beyond the grasp of Mike Tauchman, who up to this point had caught everything in the series. But that one he couldn't get. It was just over the fence, and the Guardians are now in front 3-2.
So now White Sox at the corners. 2 down in the ninth. Cleveland with a precarious 3-2 lead.
Ground ball. Up the middle. Diving stop by Rocchio. Unbelievable!
Oh, man.
Book it, baby! Since arriving in Detroit, the Guardians look like a team on a mission. They've won the first 2 games of the series, a season-high 6 in a row, and 11 of their last 12 overall. But today, a tall task awaits them in Tarek Skubal. Tanner Bybee will counter for Cleveland and looks to continue a strong surge by Guardian starters who've authored a 1.57 ERA in their last 14 games.
Detroit 85-67. They have seen their once almost insurmountable lead shrink to 4.5 games over Cleveland.
Skubal starting to settle in effectiveness-wise. He's getting outs quickly. 0-2 the count on Noel, who singled his first time up. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball. Left field, this one's way back there. And it's gone. Home run, John Kinsey Noel.
Oh my goodness, Christmas wins.
The big man has tied the game at 1 with a blast beyond the bullpens in left field.
1-1 game, 1 down in the 7th. Jose Ramirez, he'll bat left-handed, and he hits one high in the air to deep right. Perez is back, track, wall, gone! He's done it again! And Cleveland's got a 3-1 lead here in the 7th. Ramirez hits number 29. And who else but number 11, with a game on the line in a pennant race, comes through again. And Cleveland's an out away from a sweep. The last hope for Detroit. Andy Ibanez swung on, skied in the air. Third base side, foul ground. Ramirez is there. Ball game! And a sweep in Motown. And the Guardians, down 15.5 games to Detroit in July, are now 3.5 games out. And Cleveland's won 7 in a row, 12 out of 13. And this improbable September run shows no signs of slowing down.
Ramirez dancing. He's going for third. Both swings and misses. And the throw is not even close. Manzardo did not go from first, so Ramirez picks up his 40th stolen base on the year.
Yeah, you see, he never stopped him. He jumped, and he said, I'm going to go. Bo took a swing at it. I'm surprised they even threw because he had that good of a jump. They weren't going to get him, but Manzardo couldn't follow him.
The Cleveland Guardians have endured more than their fair share of pain and difficulty this year, but have refused to throw in the towel. These guards have saved their best for last, winning 8 straight and 13 of 14 here in the month of September. Another challenge awaits them today with a doubleheader. Jose 1 for 3 last night. Now 1 homer away from having 30 homers, 30 doubles, and 40 stolen bases. He drills this one to deep right field. Going back, it is gone! A home run for Jose Ramirez. Put it in the books, folks. 30 homers, 31 doubles, 40 stolen bases, and he's not done yet.
22nd home run allowed by Joe Ryan. Did you see how he took that 2-0 fastball inside? He just spit on it. Normally you see him get after it, and then that very next pitch, he just jumped all over it. Line drive out of here.
Kobe Allard trying to finish off this shutout.
Twins 10 strikeouts now today. A whole lot of swing and miss against Sakone and Allard.
Trevor Larnach, the batter.
Oh, it goes right back to
How about that?
Kobe. Book it. The Guardians win their 9th straight game. They go to 83-71.
And now the Cleveland Guardians, a game and a half in back of the Detroit Tigers for the division lead.
Guardians will try to sweep a doubleheader here, extend their win streak to 10, and climb within 1 of first place. Cleveland also very much alive in the American League wild card race.
C.J. Kayfus becomes the 9th man to bat.
It has been batting practice as C.J. Kayfus knocks in yet another run. That is 4 consecutive 2-out hits, and the Guardians have struck for 6.
3 straight 2-out walks, and the bases are loaded for Stephen Quan.
Line drive, center field, base hit, and it's 8-0 Cleveland as Stephen Quan has delivered his second 2-run hit of the night.
It's fait accompli. Cleveland's going to sweep this twin bill. Now 1 out away from back-to-back shutouts.
This one's fair.
Kayfus, book it. The Guardians sweep the double dip here in the Twin Cities.
And the Cleveland Guardians have now ripped off 10 straight wins. Their first 10-game winning streak in 8 years.
They have closed Detroit's Central Division lead from 15.5 games down to 1. So second and third, nobody out. Jose with the crowd on its feet. Slow chopper up the third baseline. McKinstry's only play is at first. He has no play. It's an infield RBI single, and it's a 2-1 game. Gavin Williams was his own defense tonight.
Yeah, he was. He was throwing strikes right out of the chute. Had a great breaking ball, moving the fastball around. Green hit a solo home run and gave him a 2-0 lead. But other than that, man, he had, 12 punch outs. He was nasty.
Infield in for the rookie Valera. Struck out his first time.
Hits it well. Deep center. Meadows back. On the track. At the wall. It's gone!
George Valera has put the Guardians on top 2-1 on a towering homer to center. And this is how you just keep attacking the team you're trying to chase down. As soon as Detroit gets a little momentum, Cleveland snaps it back. This incredible run of starting pitching, almost beyond comprehension, continues. Here's the 2-2 to Winsell Perez. Got him swinging on a curveball in the dirt. Naylor digs it out, tags him out. 5 strikeouts for Bybee. And another roaring standing ovation. So Jose Ramirez bats with the bases loaded.
Base hit right field. Schneemann scores. Halpin scores. Jose into second. It's a hustle double. Mr. Inevitable delivers again.
And Jose Ramirez, who the Tigers have intentionally walked before, they will not do it to bring the tying run to the plate, so he will hit here.
Line drive and a base hit left center field. Around third, Austin Hedges will score. Jose's digging for 2. He's in with a 2-out RBI double, and it's a 2-run game now at 4-2.
Every swing, Archie climbs another ladder.
Yeah, now the club's all-time leader. Extra base hits. Congratulations, 726. But don't stop there. We need more.
The pitch. And hit him. Ball game. Playoffs again. And Cleveland, for the 8th time in the last 13 years, you will have another October to remember. C.J. Kafis drilled by the pitch with the bases loaded.
While you were away, they announced the final score in Boston. The Tigers lost 4-3. Guardians are officially Central Division champions, regardless of the outcome of this game now. So a lot of high-fiving in the dugout. And the Guardians are back-to-back division champs for the first time since they won 3 in a row from 2016 through 2018.
Coming back from a 15.5 game deficit. The largest
ever.
Very, very impressive.
They celebrated last night knowing they still had one more to get. And now that it's official, regardless of what happens the rest of the way here, they're going to really celebrate tonight. Right field. It's deep. It is off the pole. Book it. Rocchio rocks the house in the bottom of the 9th. It had to end this way.
Yeah.
Brian Rocchio. He had gone 18 games without an RBI. He ties it in the 8th with a sac fly and wins it with a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 10th. And the Guardians finish the season 88-74. They win 19 of their last 23 to take the Central Division crown for the 2nd year in a row. The most creative script writer in Hollywood wouldn't dare dream this one up. 15.5 games out in July and buried. 11 games out early in September. The most amazing comeback in Major League Baseball history to win the Central Division title. And Tuesday, they'll host the Detroit Tigers in the wild card round. As if the drama of the last 2 weeks hasn't been enough, we're going to do it all over again starting on Tuesday.
Absolutely. And of course, that ball had to hit the pole.